The Revenge of the Sith got something wrong. I know. Sounds impossible, right? Okay. Yeah. But in all seriousness, I love Star Wars and lightsabers, so I'm going to talk about them. In particular, the way VFX artists got them wrong in Revenge of the Sith. There have been several videos out in the last few years that have discussed how Disney doesn't know how lightsabers work. Specifically the one by Robot Head, which is actually more of a general critique of the sequel series' choice in who used lightsabers when, where, how, etc. But that's not what I wanted to address. Before you get all up in arms either defending or attacking the latest trilogy, this is the channel about filmmaking and VFX. So what the heck am I actually talking about? Something that the sequels, the original trilogy, and even the first two movies of the prequel trilogy actually get right. I've grown up watching and rewatching Star Wars, and I have a great love and appreciation for the films. Some of them have less than amazing CGI, choreography, and or plot points, but I still like them as works in their own right and as a collective saga. But this one thing really just bugs the daylights out of me about the third prequel film, and that's how they treat the lightsabers. But allow me to get more specific. If you ever watch what happens when any lightsaber goes behind an object or a character, it gets cut off, right? Well, yeah, because it's getting occluded or blocked from the camera's view. Makes sense. Then what is this? The glow is getting cut off as well. Now, what reason do I have for being surprised at this? I don't know, every other piece of Star Wars media I could find. And then there's the fact of what a lightsaber actually is. By now, you probably already know what I'm talking about. The lightsaber, aptly named, emits light. It's basically a super bright laser that's been focused and stabilized, powered by a kyber crystal. In the original trilogy, the filmmakers used a rotating retroreflective stick that they bounced, wouldn't you know it, light off of. Or they had to cut out the lightsabers and then double expose the film, which just means to shine a light through the cut, and that way both passes would be composited together on the next exposure. In the prequels, they resorted to the much easier digital compositing and only had a few shots where they could actually use props that emitted light. The sequels used dual-worthy sabers that could emit light all the time, so the compositing fits together much better. And yeah, it looks incredible. So the problem here is that the core, the very brightest part of the blade, has no spill. Now, the blades aren't actually white. They're just so bright in the middle that they look that way to the eye, and more importantly, the camera's lens. Whenever something partially covers a bright light source, the light spills over the edges. I mean, that's what's creating this whole glow in the first place, and that's why it shouldn't be cut off. I'm no expert in the physics of light, but I do at least know that. Hey guys, this is Seth here. If you are enjoying this video, please consider giving it a like for the algorithm. Thanks. Now, I don't mean to discount the Revenge of the Sith. They worked with what they had, and it's great for what it is. But this one thing was something they could have fixed easily. The weird thing to me is that this seems like a conscious decision. Actually, a few times in the film, the glow does appear to spill over a little bit, and then it doesn't. I don't think this was some VFX intern who just happened to make a mistake and everyone on the production just happened to miss it. Although this could be the case, it looks to me like a choice. So why? The answer is, I have absolutely no clue. I've never seen anything about it anywhere, and I've looked. I even got out the Revenge of the Sith bonus features DVD, so you know I did some digging. There's plenty of consistency errors in other movies, but I just don't get this one. Is it a small detail probably no one cares about? Yeah, but I've known about it for a long time, and now you have the benefit, or burden, of that knowledge too. Anyway, that was my rant and nitpick of maybe something that made sense at the time, although I haven't heard why. Did you ever notice this about the Revenge of the Sith? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. This is VFXpert, and until the next time, God bless, and thanks for watching.